Hey Bunsen. How you doing, Chief? Hey, Tin Cup. Glitch, welcome in, guys. Long live the TheDarkLaw, yeah. Hopefully, yeah. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Fuck's sake, meatloaf. Perfect timing. I'm your host, guys, Michael, the Dark Lawrence, and welcome to another episode of The Darkness here on Twitch. It is Sunday Chat, 11th of September, 22, day 116 in a row. And yeah, another wee short stream. We'll see how long it goes. Back on the old Verpal grind. I'm playing with the software because the software has always intrigued me, like, for being able to do certain things. So it's something I'm wanting to spend the sort of downtime getting involved, as I've been watching a lot of like tutorial videos on stuff that you can do. So right now I just quickly reset my right stick and I'm just gonna go through the simple things. I actually might reset it again just to show you guys, because I was just playing it there just to check. So yeah, let's reset the profile. Okay, so we're gonna delete my profile on the Alpha Prime, and I'm gonna show you how to set up all the lovely little features that I didn't even know about, to be honest. I hope you're all well, guys. Glitch, Tin Cup, Bunsen, everybody. I'm sorry I'm super late today. Like, it was fucking impossible for me to actually do anything. Muscles are dead, man. It's the weirdest thing. So what we're gonna do today as well is let's go to studio mode and let's go to controls. I'm gonna take the filter off on this today so you can see this, right? Okay, so there is no profile on this. Forget about this thing just now. I'll put this down like here, so actually we can put that like that. Just doing accounts. Yeah, I feel you on that. So what we're gonna do is start off with, we're creating the profile, CM3, the Verpal Alpha, and we're gonna make this our right one, so you want to make sure this is right. We don't twist on our right joystick, so we want that tag there. And the profile name we're gonna do is VPC-right, and we're gonna create the profile. It's gonna reset that there, and it's gonna make its own thing up here in a second. We'll rename it for USB, just so you know what it is, because it saves a lot of time. And now you can see how in the screen here, it's got a nice bluish hue deep down in my plums. Actually, you know what I will do as well to make this even easier for you guys is I will take away that one as well, right? There we go. So you only have that, since we're just working on this one. Right, so I don't like the VP space stick space MT dash blah 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 blah. So I'm gonna just call it VPC right, just so I know for my own safety in my own head. We'll save that now. And then we're gonna get to setting up the light system, because you can either have it where the lights will stay on and they don't really change, or you can make it when buttons do stuff, it changes it. So let's go to LED. So the profile system, even though you can use the top line here from 0 to 10, it seems to be that Virpil have got their software on the extras. So we're going to reset this and get rid of the colors here. It's a human hand, chat. The rumors of TDL having a joystick socially attached were incorrect. Yeah. So we go to buttons, because obviously we're going to be using a lot of the encoder stuff. So let me just get this all set up. Hell. You don't believe it. So yeah, what we're going to do here is, since we're going to be using a shift key of 31, which is the pinky key, we want to shift through the profiles. So instead of doing the alpha, what you do is you go all the way down to all RGB LEDs. And that would be in the standard one. And say we want to go to this, we're also going to do this to all RGB LEDs on yellow. And let's save it. So once that's saved, we'll see here that it'll change to red once it loads, because we've told it to be all LEDs to be red. Except for it's yellow right now, which is interesting. There we go. For some reason it's doing it the other way around. Oh yeah, wait. That's because I made a mistake. Right. I gotta save this again. I forgot to put the shift on. There we go. So this now will reset. This is actually yellow. And now we go to red. So red is my standard color, right? And whenever I press the shifter down, it's going to change, right? I know yellow's not that good to show you. Where's it here? But you can see there, right? I might actually even put it to white. Yeah, let's try white. Maybe that would actually be better. So you can see the lights on the side. See how fucking big my hand is, by the way. It just fucking engulfs this tiny little joystick. So now it should go white. Ooh, yeah, that's actually... It's like ice white. Fuck, that's cool. Yeah. So basically, if you're using your joystick, you're all the buttons, whilst it's in red, that's in profile 1. However, if I pull the pinky control down now, I press everything else, that would be in profile 2. So that's what we're trying to set up here. So that is to confirm that one. Now we're going to go to axes, because what we're going to do is get rid of the slider, because we don't need it. And what we're also going to do is make a logical key for the thumb pad. So we're going to do axes, what is it here? It's P3. Mother of God. Agent Nova, thank you very much. What the fuck? Thank you very much for the 10 months, dude. Some fucking strange shit there. Okay, so let's quickly calibrate. Since this is a brand new profile as well. Needed the most when rock and roll dreams come true. How you doing today, Nova? Thank you so much for that. Retro welcoming as well, dude. Okay. So that will be that. Now we need to try and figure out logic keys. Yeah, so if I remember the tutorial video, so it'll be RY. Oh yeah, also we need to take the smoothing off on these things. Take your smoothing off because it's not good. Better to do it manual. Right, so RYP axes free. I'm guessing you just do it this way since. Yeah. And we're wanting the range from. We're gonna do this actually. This, when you push it up, it goes from 50 to 0. So I guess we do 50% to 0, right? And then we would do this from 50 to 100, right? Thing I can think of with this one. Hey, Reformed, how you doing? Feeling? I'm alright. Today's been a hard day. That's why I'm so late right now. I wanted to start at 12 o'clock, but I was just literally had no energy whatsoever today. However, I think I'll be. Today is day 5 of having COVID. I think I'll be fine by 7 days in. I should be anyway. Alright, let's see if that actually added a button then. Oh, it has. 33. Right, so here. Okay, so that did work. Let's try it here. So 33. First of all, we want to quickly go through all of this chat. So inverted, this is going to be on SO. We gotta quickly SO all of these. Because this is on the first profile, we want it to work on. If you have it set as off, it will do all profiles. You have to make sure it goes onto this. The idea is I'm basically trying to make like 60 odd buttons per joystick. And have it all hardwired instead of using Gremlin. We're going to do an encoder buffer. Encoder buffer here. Oh, wait. Yeah. Now we leave button 31 because we are using 31 as the change profile. Cool. Now we got to figure out how to do this. So 33. So 1 to 32. Physical buttons. So 33 is going to be this one, which is up. I think this is what it's going to be, right? Let's see. Why is it doing 34? Oh, I'm not sure. We'll redo that one. Lemon and honey got me through. Might have been the whiskey, but definitely the honey. Nah. But more to the point, how in the hell did you get COVID? You're a Highland Mountain. Because my mother got COVID, reformed, and I had to look after her. Everyone's like, oh my god, you've been moaning about social distancing for all this time. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, I have to look after my mother. It's not like I can stick her in a plastic bag. So if my mother gets COVID because she goes to a silly fucking, meeting thing in the village and some idiot turns up with COVID, There's nothing I can do about that. And that's the only reason I've caught COVID, is because I looked after my mother who had COVID. So, there we go. Right, this is doing... Oh, I mean, it works, right? It's doing button 34. But why? This is so weird. So if I do this as 34, and we'll do this as that. I guess the range is what's wrong. It must be the range. That's the only thing I can think of this. My range is silly here. Just do it here. Yeah, so it's not doing, it's doing 34, but 33, 50 to 0. Axes here. That's 50 to 100, yeah. Ooh! Hey, Mr. Tuvo, how you doing, sir? Welcome in! Getting there, dude. Getting there. Thank you very much for the 22 months. How are you, sir? How's life? I hope all your things that you were going with are getting better. All that jazz. Bit of Rocky Horror, nice one. Yeah, we're on the old meatloaf right now because it helps me concentrate. Trying to do this is, let's just say I understand when people take a couple of weeks off streaming to deal with COVID. But lucky for me, well, unlucky for me, I don't have that ability because I'm an idiot. How you doing, Razor, as well? Thank you again, guys, for the resubs. Oh, yes. Oh, it's majestic. Majestic, chat. But a good-looking bald idiot. Yeah. Thank you, I appreciate that. COVID, yeah, I understand what you mean, dude. Again, like, it's... The first day was literally 8 hours of a fever, because obviously COVID is on the flu, protein, yada yada yada. My body is really, really good at defeating flu. So when it took my mother like 2 days, took me 8 hours, and she's got an injection, she gets the flu virus. I'm incredible at defeating flu. And then I was like, oh, right, cool. That's me over, you know? Right? I can understand why people feel, but you know, and it's like flu-y, sick. And the next day is when the COVID part of it kicked in. And that, obviously, I don't have any defense for. And that's been a couple of days to process that. I had some hallucinations. It was quite a ride because obviously I don't have any jabs. So we were going for full fucking create our own cells, antibodies, all that shit to defend it. And now I feel fine. I'm just in a very, very weakened state. And that's just what's going to take a couple of days to fix out as much as possible. And jazz like that. Let me just quickly find this YouTube video, guys. Verpal VPC analog to bind. Let's see if this is it here. Yeah, this is it here. Right. Just gonna mute it. Yeah, I'll be fine next week, yeah. But I'm pretty impressed with myself. Managed to keep the combo going. So even with COVID, we've managed to stream every single day. So far, which is fucking nuts. I think it's so stupid. I don't recommend it to anyone. There's nothing to be impressive with it, but I just was not going to let this little shit virus take away my glory of being the world first Star Citizen content creator to hit 6 months in a row every day. And we only have like 70 days, man, so it's really, really close. Hey, thank you very much, Rose, for the 12 months. Here's to my health. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. I'm sorry I can't be any more enthusiastic right now, guys. Like, this is about the limit of my energy right now. Alright, so he does 10 to 20. Right? This is 2019. I need something. Purple. We need. Here we go. We'll use John's. So this software a year ago had the ability to. See, this only gives you a range, right? This is where these tutorial videos are so strange at times. 6%. Then he does 7 to 11. Alright, let's try this then. Okay, so he's doing. Let's do 0 to 6. And then 7 to 11. Let's see what the fuck it does. Right. So if we go to buttons now. So now 33 is up. Right, okay. So 7 to 11 does not work. Oh, wait. 34 did just. Oh, wait. Where is it? Oh. Right, so. I'm guessing we do 0 to -6. Let's try -6. Can we go -6? We can't go -6. What the fuck? Logic percent hardware. Minus? I can't do minus. This is so annoying because all these videos are different. Adjusting the virtual button depending on the axis position setup range. Logic percent. Right, okay, so. I wonder if you do to 100 then. Let's see if that saves it. Alright, so this video is completely useless then. Can we get something that is relevant this year? Well, look at that. Fucking 9 days. If this doesn't help me, I'm screwed. Right. Okay. Hey, TF, how you doing, sir? No, 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 no. You're meant to show me the percentages, please. No. No, do it here, please. No, this is completely something different. No, I need to know this. This is the part that's going to be a killer for me to work this one out. There's no tutorial. Alright, let's try here. So... they're both on, though. Or were on. Let's reset button stats. No, they are on. Fuck. Yeah, this doesn't work then. So... the problem is when you look at the value, right? Or maybe... oh, wait. Do I do... right, let's try this, right? If I do... oh no, I can only do 100. Right. Okay. And let's try this. Let's see what this does. How quick do the shops on stations restock? I think it's every 20 minutes, Razzo. Oh, water, good. Right, so that activates 34. This is so strange. Get rid of this one just now. So this to... let's do range to 10. You missed that? It should be about 20 minutes, dude. 20 minutes. Alright, that's not gonna help me at all. Hey, Blasty, how you doing, Chief? Right. This should be 33, and it works. We can get 33 to work, which is what I want. That's the upward one, 10. So how do we get a downward? How do you do this? How do I feel today, Villa? I wanted to be on like midday at 12 o'clock, but I just couldn't move. So weak. Like, I'm feeling a lot better as every day goes past, but for some reason, like, it just feels like sleep or whatever. Just, holy crap, dude. Blast, what you doing? Birthday today? Quickly swing to say hello and give a wee bit of support to my favorite streamer. Dude, you didn't need to do that, and happy birthday, sir. That's awesome. Right, let me quickly fucking mark that down in my calendar. Now you've told me your birthday. Anytime somebody, like, important in my life tells me their birthday, it gets added to my calendar so you can't get away with it next time. Let me just add this one. Thank you so much for that, dude. I hope you have a wonderful day, Chief. Hope you can get some birthday cake. Oh, I love some birthday cake. Blasty. McNasty. Thank you so much for that, dude. You going anywhere special, sir? Alright, there we go. Ah, wouldn't mind a steakhouse as well, man. Steakhouse would be lovely. Like, no joke, as this COVID shifts, my hunger pattern is kicking in, where I crave more and more different type of foods, and right now, cheeseburgers has been, I like, whilst I've been lying in bed coughing and stuff, I've been watching how to make different versions of like American burgers and stuff, you know, smashing them, creating them in different buns and ways and stuff like that. So the moment I feel better, I'm definitely going to be having a cheeseburger from somewhere. If not, I'll have to make it myself. Just dinner with Mrs. Ah, nice, dude. That's awesome. Again, thank you so much for that, dude. And again, happy birthday. I appreciate the support. You do not need to do that, sir. Give me 2 seconds, chat. I'm going to go into a wee coughing fit. Oh, God. Ugh. So we're nearly there. Hopefully this will get rid of within a few more days. Water. Okay, so 10% works. How do I make this? I can only go to 0. How do you do minus? The only thing I could think of, right, is you do 50 and you just make it go to 60. Let's see if this one. Oh no, I didn't put a number in. Hey Looney, how you doing? Need to add a 3 on that one. Alright. Oh wait. It does work. Oh yes. So that's 34, but why is 34 staying on? Oh wait, it might not be. Wait. Oh, I think we might have done this. Let's do the tester. Right stick. 34 is on. 34 is off. On, off, on. Right, so it's stuck on. It's stuck on. We're close now. So if this is stuck on, maybe if I made it 40% to 50. Have you checked out the throttle yet? No, Puppeteer, I'm not gonna do that until I'm able to present it. Verpal obviously sent me loads of swag, and yeah, I'm not going to just place it without. I want to be fully able again to talk over it, unbox it, set it up. Still waiting for the mount from Monster Tech to arrive, so we're in no rush, dude. And Verpal are absolutely incredible. Where they're like, do it in your own time. Alright, so this works. It's not turning it off though. So I wonder if you did 0 and you did 50, right? Maybe 50? Actually, let's have a look to see what this does. I'm interested to see if you have it the exact same. Maybe already it works out that this is the second bar, and that's how Verpal do it. Can't wait till I get back having free cash to spend. A throttle is on my list. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I'm going to be showcasing with it. Especially for Star Citizen. Right, so that just does them both at the same time. Because the CM throttle has some really cool built-in gear that comes as standard with it, which is the ability to swap between 5 profiles with an actual flick switch, which gives you, I mean, the most insane amount of buttons on a throttle. And it's all hardware built in where you don't need to do what I'm doing just now, unless you want to get even more in depth, right? I wonder if I do 10 to 0. With that, have I tried 10 to 0? How do you do the opposite? Let me skip around here. Well, we've got other stuff coming up on the channel later this year as well. I'm kind of glad that I got the COVID out of the way just now. I don't know what I'm going to do for CitizenCon yet. I've got a few options, but I think I might actually just watch it on my own channel. Like, the group kind of things are cool and stuff like that, but you're gonna have your powerhouses together, you know, you'll probably like have mythologists, Burks, people like that in one channel, and I'm like, you know what? I kind of want to just actually be able to swear and be like, this is fucking cool and stuff like that without affecting somebody's VOD, so I think I'm just gonna do it myself. Verpal axes 2 buttons. Let's try it. This is 2 months ago. Right. Please, John. Please get this right. What is the percentages? Because this is him using... He's doing this on the throttle. I don't care about the throttle.
Not, then these numbers will vary for you. So we're going to go from 1% to 5%, 1% to 5%. And on these ones, I'm going to go from 6% up to 12. So 6 and...
Wait, how did you get that?
Put them on hardware. I haven't gotten that to work. So if you have gotten that to work, please leave a comment below. I would love to hear how to set that up. So we are going to choose axis number 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and that is for your, this is your axis 1 and 2 for your left and right throttle. And we're going to go, if you're running the same detents as mine, once again, I'll show you here. I'm running the Warthog, and it is in the all the way back position. So if you're running the same detent, you should be able to set yours up the same way and have the same results as me. If not, then these numbers will vary for you.
It does.
So we're going to go from 1% to 5%.
So where did you get this number, John? Where did you get the 1% to 5% and 6% to 12%? You know? And this also does not help for joysticks. Virpil Alpha axes to button. Let's see if we can get this one. Oh, alright, maybe not. Mouth. All I have to try and find out is this. It's always throttles. Like, fuck off with the throttles. Are you seeing me? This has to be the most annoying thing ever. I don't even think Nuvifier has it. I can literally set this up in a split second using Joystick Gremlin, and I just want to hardware all of this stuff this time round. I remember having to set up my throttle. Took me longer than any of the other group bases. I broke down a lot of switches, 2 buttons instead of on and off. Yeah, throttles are way more complicated. I get that. I'm trying to use, so you know the thumb pad on a Virpil Alpha? I've got it where if I do this, that's one button, but I can't find out the percentages for going the opposite direction, which is driving me absolutely fucking bonkers. Because this Virpil software doesn't go negative, which would be super handy. Just had a coughing fit. Whew. So see, I can get 33 to work, but I can't get 34 to work. Is it 0, range from 0 to 30, right? But it's going off the percentages. It's not the actual value number. Here's an idea, right? If I do 0 to 10, right? What happens if I do 100 to 90? Ooh, is this a big boy play about to happen? Yeah, Virpil seem to love to make complicated software. Nope, 33 works, but the other one doesn't. How do you do this? I wonder if you do then 50. Range from 50%. Go 50 to 60. Let's do 60. It's going up in percentage. Trying to make it an actual button that you can use. See, that's it now turning on, but it stays on. So there's pushing it up, makes 34, 33. But when I let go, 34 stays on, because it's obviously on 50%. So I wonder if you do 40. Or maybe, one moment. Let's try 15 to... Maybe that. $80 to $100. Right, that's okay. So 0 to 20%. I'll try that then, dude. 0 to 20%, and you're saying 80 to 100. If you've helped me out with this one, dude, this will be amazing. Ah, dude, if this works, you're a legend. Thank you. Yeah, this is one of the strongest things. Oh, you fucking god. Absolute god. Thank you. Thank you. My brain would have never worked out that one. It's too slow right now. There we go. Look at that. Beautiful. Right. We're on our way. So this will be 4, and this will be 20, 80, 100. Save that. And this is going to be the left and the right. Then we've got to duplicate. Ooh, baby. Let's see here. So this physical button there. So it'll be 35, 36. Nice. Right. 35. 36. Save. Awesome. Right, so let's do this. So we can shift, changes the color. Oof. Off, on, off, on, off, on, off, on to 2, there, pull for free to lock, rotate there, doot. Yeah, those two, doot. All those. There we go. Where the fuck is 16? What? Oh, right. It's 32. Where's 15 and 16? Am I tripping? That's 5. Oh, that's... Oh. There we go. Nice. Woo! 36 buttons available. And now we're going to double it. Jubble it. Jeez, man. Awesome. All right, let's sort out all this stuff here before we create a profile. Sick. And then we're going to be using the shift tool as well, where we're going to be able to combine both joysticks together to make the ultimate key controller. It's going to be so dope. Okay. Yeah, so let's save this. So the whole idea of this is I want to start using the Virpil software instead of anything like Joystick Gremlin. And Joystick Gremlin I'm only going to be using for like making a keybind like push to talk or start a recording in OBS and stuff like that, or a sound file. I'm going to be doing all my curves and anything like that in the Virpil software because I generally think Gremlin sucks. And I would rather just use the actual joystick's profile system. So we're going to save this. We'll save it to that one. Now, this is going to take an absolute shit ton of work, but we're going to do this, right? We can do this. Alright. We need music. Ooh. I want you. Oh no, no. One too many zeros. I want you. We're already up to 46 buttons, chat. Fucking hell. That's how I do it. So much easier to have it all hardware level. I hear too many stories of Gremlin crashing. Yeah, it crashes all the time for me, dude. I'm just getting bored of it now. Yeah, this is why I'm spending the time to learn it. Plus, this software here allows me to basically connect the two joysticks together virtually, where when I press the shift button on my right joystick, it will shift the keys on the left one as well, which means that I can technically have double shifters. So the crazy thing would be is my right joystick would shift to profile from 0 to profile 1. And my left joystick, if I press that button, would shift it from 0 to profile 2. Which means that I have two buttons one on each joystick, and I literally have like 120 fucking keybinds. I never need to let go of my hand, like grips, basically. And then all I do is use Gremlin for like a push to talk button. I'm gonna speak to Virpil and ask them, right? If they can make it here where you could change the logical name and add in a keybind from a keyboard, right? I'm gonna ask them, can you make this software add in keyboards so you can do macros on the joystick? Because if you could add like alt or like whatever here, you know, like a combine of control shift 1 like on a keyboard to activate that, like just spitballing a keyboard command, and you could do that by pressing your joystick through the Virpil software, I would never need Gremlin ever again. And if they could do sound files as well, that would just be insane. Because now you can do all your axes controls and curves in Virpil, and this shit's going to be way more fucking more dominant than and you can set free curves as well. You know how like people are switching curves? There is a lot of improvement, yeah. So I'm gonna speak to Verpal and get some put some ideas down for them. Because I would rather load this stuff up once you've learned it. Yes, it's a little bit complicated, but if I could actually set all these buttons up and have them as keyboard commands as well. I got a set of primes on the way. Ooh, you're gonna love them, man. Like the prime for me, first of all, I love the sort of like when you're grabbing it, engulfing the lights. I know it's something simple like that, but it's the weight. For me, my hand is fucking massive, right? So like, even that's me sitting on the base right now. I've got to sort of like shift my hand in to actually fucking use it. I have literally brick lane hands. So when people are like, oh, this thing is really, really fucking, it's like the joystick's too big. Yeah, well, some of us were designed to pick up rocks, you know? So it works for us. But I absolutely love the Prime is so good. And it's been an absolute bitch having COVID, where I've not been able to actually sit and enjoy since Tuesday when we were testing them out and stuff. Okay, we're at 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's get this down then. Alright, button 15. 16. And the great thing is once you've done this, that's it, right? Because it goes into the hardware, that is what makes me want to spend the time doing this. This isn't a fucking... When I turn the joystick off, it remembers this shit. It's not like some fucking joystick gremlin that decides, oh, I've completely forgotten your settings. This is hardwired straight into it, so... Right, have we done this right and we've not got any extras? 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I kind of only order grips when people complain that they are too big for their hands, knowing it would be too small otherwise. You made my day the other week because I didn't know the original alpha hats were removable. And I was able to mode the hats to my left stick and works out so much better. Nice, yeah. I know a lot of people do customization for Verpals, and that's why I was saying to Verpal when they were in our channel. So on the actual Prime, this is rubber. This top is rubber, Dutski. And I said to Verpal when they were here, all these hats are amazing. But what would be amazing is if you could buy this hat in particular, because of it having a rubber coating, and you could put it here, rubber as well. You don't really need rubber up here because this one's actually not a flat switch anymore. It actually has a huge bump to push forward or pull backwards. It's got a huge bump. And I would love this rubber feel here to be here as well. It would just, and again, like I said to them, you don't need to make it standard, just make it where it's like a small purchase. Just so we've got spares and stuff and we can customize to how we like. Just make a wee selection of them. Give like 3 of different kinds for like, I don't know, 30 euros or something. And then let people take a premium product and add more premium to it. You know what I mean? It's like dipping it in gold afterwards. Because also I would love this one here to be in rubber as well. And this one is customizable because you can actually unscrew it and pull it out. So if they had all of these in rubber or metal buttons, sure. For me, rubber is a little bit nicer to feel, you know. But again, each to own. Every one of them should have rubber. Again, it's you also have to remember one thing: multiple Z1, multiple Z1. Um, People can also have an allergic reaction to rubber and plastics. Metals, for example, like cheap metal will bring my skin up in a frenzy. If like I'm making contact with it. So for example, if I ever was to wear like a ring that was of not good quality, my finger would like the skin would go weird. It's the same thing for rubber. Not everyone can actually touch rubber, so you have to make it where it's a standard that works for everyone, and then the upgrade would be a purchasable one, because not everyone would be able to. Maybe the rubber is is it not offensive, adhesive? No, not adhesive. What's the word? Invasive on the skin or something like that. I don't know, spitballing words here. But that would be the only way I would see where they would have to do it separately. You're worried your hands? Well, again, like, look at it this way with the hands, right? So you have this platform here at the side, which raises up the hand to make it grab. I have this on the lowest setting, right? And obviously my hand literally engulfs the joystick. I've got to sort of wedge myself in correctly to get into position, all that jazz. So you can raise this up massively depending on hand size and stuff. I generally feel like anyone should only really care about the initial grip here, because the extension of thumb and finger can be raised up and down depending on how you have the hand movement, right? So again, for me, you can see that literally my hand engulfs and I can move all the way from the tippy top, and this is on the bottom setting. So again, if the paddle was up, my hand would be more positioned like here, and obviously at that stage my thumb can hit it like on top. So I generally like, and I say this, if you are a lady and you have one of these very petite hands, an alpha is not going to be a good choice for you. But that's not a bad thing. There are many, many other joysticks available. And I actually think some of what Virpil should do is maybe look into priming some of their other products, because Virpil themselves have a really lovely product, which is this one. This here. The FX grip is really, really, really fucking solid, because even though you only have a hat and a button, you have the ability to switch this as a profile switch. So you've got your paddle, you've got your buttons at the side, you know, and your other ones. Now, if they had made this a hat, for example, and then obviously you have the buttons at the front here. But if they made this a better quality one, because I love the idea that you're only working with those kind of hats, and then you flip the switch and it does something else. So your thumb can rasp that and then quickly change between the profiles, so that these become multiple stages, and that is a really, really good grip. The problem is, it's let down by this part here, I feel. Was not comfortable for you. Right. Again, this is always where it's going to be very difficult. If you're in America, Americans actually have it pretty good right now, because you can actually go into, well, if you're in Florida, I should say, you know what I mean. Now, if this had a profile switcher, this also would be pretty fucking good. And it's obviously a lot cheaper, but this is where I feel Verpal need to have something in the smaller hand division, because this again, you know, is quite a chunker, right? It's quite a chunker. But something in between, like here, a premium grip that is more designed for smaller hands. I think that would be a great place for Verpal to go with, because they said they're not discontinuing the Alpha. And at €100 less, it's still a huge contender. But I feel like these grips here, something in between. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's very true. We might see like the petite version, because again, it's very difficult for Verpal to be like, look, you know what? We've sort of got a huge range of hands that can actually use our product, but I'm talking about, you know, take my strong hand child kind of hand, where you just don't have the ability to actually grip it even at the highest setting. And that's just because of the initial grip. This part here is too wide for some people. You know what I mean? Now for me, you can see here that literally this is fucking nothing. Again, I'm designed to pick up bricks. Or dig with my hands. This is easy, man. I can literally engulf my whole hand around this joystick like it's nothing. But obviously, if somebody doesn't have like a wide enough grip, it could be a bit off-putting. But I still think the Alpha is one of the nicest feels for a joystick. The Mongoose, like no joke, Taco. I kind of wish that they would do a like if Verpal were smart, right? Because you know that VKB are going to bring out a gunfighter left, metal, right? You know that's going to happen. If Verpal brought out a Mongoose in the left as well, whew, now that would be dope. That would be really fucking cool, man. Mongoose is better than the Alpha. Alpha ergo wise. Shame it's not Ambi. Yeah. Again, if they made it where they did a left hand version crossover, it would do really well. Well, I'm more looking at because the Alpha is now in metal and it has a left version. I'm pretty sure they'll probably try and get the ultimate out, you know. And if they don't, well, that just allow like if then Verpal did the Mongoose in the left, that's it. VKB would be done, man. They need to revamp their back catalog. I pick up the F14 and Warbird grips. Yeah, that's very true. Yeah. Anyone remember the Deltas? Yeah. I used to have Deltas. Deltas were actually pretty good. Not gonna lie, they were good grips. But they lacked. Again, everyone has different ways of holding grips and stuff like that. It's the same with steering wheels and stuff. So I mean, the ultimates from VKB are an absolute gorgeous grip. Like, one of the coolest combos I would love to ever see would be where you would have the ultimate in left and right, and it can fit on a CM-free Verpal base. That would be incredible. So you have that beautiful grip on what I think is one of the best bases that you can buy. BKB have full metal, it's Modern Combat Edition. Yeah, but they don't have it in the left though, Villet. That's what we're talking about. They don't have the MCG in the left hand. They'll probably be worth something in the future, Taco. Right, you guys are so distracting. Let me let me fucking finish this. Jesus, man. Like a bat out of hell. Oh. Oh, wait. Cancel that. Like a bat out of hell. And I miss Meatloaf. What a legend. Alright, so we're at button 60. I'm just going to save this just now. I'm trying to do this. So distracted and talking to you guys. I'm still not even finished setting up the keyboards. We're at button 60 though, chat. 60 out of potentially 128. Times 2. So we're gonna have 250 buttons. I'm only joking. There's no way I'm setting up that amount of buttons. I'll put it on the throttle, because the throttle comes pre-built with 5 stages hardwired into it, which is really, really cool. But for the Verpals, no. We'll just do this. Right, so I actually used it for 6 months, Ukraine. And the Verpal one, I feel is so superior to the VKB one, right? And the reason why I'm gonna quickly go over this with you guys. And I have it here. There it is. Quick view. Oh no, just go to product page. Right. And let's quickly blur for a second. And we're going to VKB. Sorry. Right. So this is the biggest grip I have with this meme, right? Let me quickly change this back to non-zoomed in mode for you guys. There you go. Alright. So this is my biggest grip. That this thing here is fucking plastic, right? And it doesn't have the ability to bend at all. The Verpal one, let me get rid of my meme face. The Verpal one is slightly more expensive by €2. 2 or 3 euros-ish, right? But it also has the ability to customize it. You can see here with the Allen key that you can rotate this up to your liking. And this is solid fucking metal. And this can't be customized, and it is just literally plug in, and it's plastic for this price. So I feel that for me, not because I love the Verpal product, but this is a fucking ripoff VKB, where you are charging people this money for a piece of fucking 3D printed piece of shit, and it's not even customizable compared to this. And this, again, is only a few more euros more. Obviously, yeah, again, you know, if you've got VKB, you use VKB. If you've got Verpal, you use Verpal. That's not really the conversation. It's more that this is a way better standard for that price than this is. And that, I feel, is appalling. This is a money grab, I feel. But again, this is a Chinese company versus, you know, oh god, head fuck. Where are they again? Where are you guys? Somewhere. Somewhere in the Russian area. I forgot where they are. My brain is so fucked. So I used this for 6 months. Belarus, that's it, thank you. I used this for 6 months and it was incredible. I used it in the left and the right and my loaf line was insane. The precision was amazing. The problem is, for me personally, and I'll bring up the camera here. If I just get this, let's get the lights on and we'll bring up here. The problem I had is if you have them on, when you bend the joystick in, it was banging off my keyboards. And I didn't like that. So it means that I had to have the joysticks further out here to make it work, which threw off my PvP aim. So as much as my loaf line, which was, it was about here, right, was great. So we were doing this, we're moving it around, but my arms were feeling stretched because of not being able to do this. So if I didn't have a keyboard, I would still be using them because I'd be able to bring it in and it would be fine. But because I've got a keyboard in front of me, it's very, very fucking difficult to actually to do that. So that's me. But again, these things are incredible from Verpal. I don't know what this one would be like for VKB. I'm only comparing that the price is an absolute fucking joke, like, for plastic. And I've still got my Verpal ones. Maybe down the line my setup will change. Who knows? Alright. We're at button 60. I have to get to 36. Right, let's keep going. I've already forgotten. 24, run 25. Let's go 25. Let's go meet. Take us home. Oh, we're not having Ferry 1, because that's actually the thing. We go straight to Ferry 2. There we go, boys. Woo! You should 100% do a before you buy series on YouTube. I don't know how well any of my videos would do. There we go, guys. 71 fucking buttons. However, the profile change will not do that, though. Oh, they're physical buttons, right. Let me do this then. Alright, 71 buttons. 69 off, look at it doing that. Woo! Woo! How fucking dope is that? That encoder is ridiculous, man. Man, there's so many buttons, I can't find them all. There we go. Where are all the buttons, chat? Thank you, Arkham. Appreciate you being here, dude. Alright. I'm missing some buttons. So we need, where's 6? That's that. Where is 6? Alright, that's that. That's that. 67. That's that. What am I missing? That's 6. I'm missing 10. Where the hell is 10? Oh, 8 and 12 are doing something. Why is that doing that? I wonder if it's because I changed this. Try this again then. This is a crazy amount of buttons on one joystick. Yeah, that button doesn't work anymore. 8 and 12. Hmm. Interesting. Why is this one doing 2? And this is doing... It must be this, right? I can't remember what this was set up like. I'm using the pinky one. The one in the corner. Number 31 on the Alpha Prime. I think it's 30 on the Alpha. Money back. Ah, there we go. Nice. Oh no, that's doing 8 and 10 now. However, that's brought 10 back in. Oh. Uh-oh. I need to look at the left one now. Forgotten the numbers. Alright, so that works there. Let's copy these numbers then. I'm gonna shove it up your ass. My money back. Oh. There you go. Burn again. See if this fixes it now. I want my money back. Right. Are you working now? 10, 11, 12. There we go. Nice. Alright. That is that fixed. Good old system. Right. Now I wonder if you do this, right? What's the ID? 3344. If I do this, right? Start. Hey, look at that. Woo! That's gonna be cool. I think you run this. Oh, it changes into a little red star when it's online. That's dope. So I need to remember to run this at the start, which isn't a big deal. What we need to do is add that. So shift to start menu. And shrink her down. We need to remember to run this program. There we go. Before anything else. Cool. I can stop that. Let's close that there. Right, boys. Let's save this profile then. Alright, that is the right joystick all ready to go. I'll do a quick calibrate again. Now, what I'm going to try and do is literally take the profile of the right joystick and turn it to a left one, this might be meme as hell. If not, I'm gonna have to do it all myself, but that unfortunately will be another day because holy crap, coming up for 2 hours. 30-minute show turning into 2 hours. What the hell's wrong with me, chat? Oh my god. What am I doing to myself? Crazy. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna try and be on earlier tomorrow, so we'll finish off the left joystick. Once I'm better, we'll be then moving into joystick Gremlin to just quickly set up some keybinds for like activating OBS and stuff like that. And then we'll be actually doing all the keybinds in Star Citizen, which is going to be absolutely incredible. And then obviously next week, or this week I should say, we have a delivery from Monster Tech arriving, which will allow me to set up the throttle from Verpal. And yeah. Then we'll have to set up that bad boy. And that's going to be crazy, because I've never looked at a Verpal throttle before. So very, very interested to see where that one goes. And hopefully he says, this will be the week where I can actually get back to it and start playing, because I've been missing flying massively. It's amazing how much of it in my life that I enjoy. Just change the indents. Nice, yeah. That's what I'm hoping for, you know? Oh, right. Let's look into it then, guys. Again, thank you so much for the love today. Appreciate you. And I will see you. I'm not going to raid anyone because I'm just going to head straight off. But thank you very much for being here, guys. Appreciate ya. Woo. And I will catch you tomorrow. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you. Have a good evening, guys. Thank you to all the love. Everyone coming up here. Now I got laundry to do. Get some food. Take care, guys.